Lesson 4.2, adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. Our essential question, how do you add, subtract, and multiply polynomials? On the next page, there are 6 problems. I am going to do the middle 2, and I'm going to ask you to do the remaining 4 on your own for independent practice. So looking at the middle problem, I notice it does not tell me what method I have to use, which means I can use whichever method that I would like. I'm going to go ahead and do this one vertically. So here is a k to the 4th, so minus k to the 4th. I need a k to the 3rd. There is not a k to the 3rd, so there's my 0k to the 3rd. Next would be k squared. That was the 3k squared. That was a positive 3k squared. There was no k, so there's me adding the 0k, and my constant was a positive 14. I rewrote the first parenthesis, making sure the zeros existed when there wasn't a term in it. I needed that place value recognized. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to add all of the next one. So k to the 4th had to come underneath k to the 4th. The k squared had to be written under the k squared. And the constant had to be written under the constant. And I was supposed to be adding all of this. And I see that there was a whole for k to the 3rd. And I see there was a whole left for the k. So I'm just going to come through and I'm going to combine my like terms. So my k to the 4ths. How many do I have? There were a negative 4 of them, and then I added negative 3 of them, which meant I had negative 7. My k to the 3rds. I had 0 and I added 0, which means I have none still. My k to the 2nds, my k squareds. I had 3, and then I added a negative 14, which gives me a negative 11. My k's, I had 0 of them, and I added 0 more of them. I'm still left with 0 of them. My constants, 14 plus a negative 8 is a positive 6. So what's my final answer? I had a negative 7 k to the 4th. I had no k3, so I don't write it. I had a minus 11 k squared. I had no k, so I don't write it. And that was a plus 6. So I just solved that problem vertically. Let's go ahead and rewrite this problem, solving it horizontally. So I start off with everything that's in the first parenthesis. And now I need to go through and I need to make sure that I have physically added everything in the second parenthesis. So I'm going to add this 6x to the 3rd. I'm going to add this 5x to the 5th. And then I am going to add this 7x to the 4th. So I'm going to rewrite it so like terms are next to like terms and doing it in highest exponent first. So my 5th needs to go with my 5th. So I had a 13x to the 5th with a positive 5x to the 5th. Fourths should go with fourths. That's a minus x 4th plus 7x to the 4th. And thirds should go with thirds. So that's a 6x to the 3rd, 6x to the 3rd. And actually I've used everything. So combining like terms. My fifths can only go with my fifths. If I had 13 of them and I added 5 more of them, I end up having 18 of them. Fourths can only go with fourths. I had a negative 1 of them, and I added 7 of them. I end up having a positive 6 of them. And then thirds can only go with thirds. There were 6 of them, and I added 6 more of them, which meant I ended up having 12 of them. So I just solved that problem horizontally. There were 4 problems left on the page. Please do those 4 problems for independent practice.